ladies, let's talk about desire. The day has come. It is time to stop hiding and avoiding and pretending sex doesn't stress you out and having sex because you feel guilty and not because you're in the mood. Well, I can't believe it. It's finally here. I am launching the early access beta version of my brand new online program called Desire to Fire. Ladies, it's amazing. I'm so excited. It's for women in great relationships, but who are stressed the F out about low desire, right? And the reason I created this program is because I couldn't find what I needed when I was stressed out about my low desire, right? You can book your free intro call today to see if you qualify for an early access spot. You can find that link on my profile. But I tried everything to increase sex drive, right? I ignored it and hoped that it would go away and just get better on its own. This was my favorite. It obviously did not work, right? I was saying yes to sex I wasn't super interested in and just struggling through, right? Going through the motions. It was very mechanical. Honestly, I wasn't into it, but I felt bad saying no, right? And I felt so guilty because my partner didn't seem to be having these issues. So I felt bad that he was suffering for something that seemed like my fault. I bought all the lingerie and the lube and the sex toys, and I spent money on these fancy dates to try to connect more, and I drank all the wine trying to forget, and I shopped all the stores doing my retail therapy, right? None of it worked. Not long term, at least, right? I was lost and alone, and everything I was finding that claimed to help either didn't get me good results or was bullshit, right? Let's just say it. A lot of information out there about sex, especially women's sex drive and desire, is bullshit, right? And it was really disheartening. So I took matters into my own hands, right? I was done. I was done just dealing with low desire because, listen, studies have shown that almost 50% of women in relationships just deal with low desire. That's the quote, right? At some point. That is way too many, right? But I hit a breaking point and I realized I didn't want to suffer through sex that I didn't enjoy anymore. I didn't want to keep being mad at society that they didn't seem to care about women's sexuality and desire because honestly, I wasn't caring for my own. If you can relate to any of this, this program is for you. So book your free call today, right? I was done with the stress and not enjoying sex and missing out on something that everybody else was so fucking fired up about. I wanted to be fired up about my sex life, right? I was done. So I went hunting. And when I say that, ladies, I mean, I really got into it. I went to grad school. I became a sex therapist and then a sexual wellness coach. I founded Holistic Health and Holistic Health Coaching. And what I found is that the way we talk about low desire is all wrong, right? Book a free call today if you want to know more about why, right? The Desire to Fire program is great because it's based on science and facts. Shout out to the crappy sex ed out there that a lot of us probably had. Shout out. I learned a lot. I didn't learn anything, right? But it's based on helpful information and accountability and community, right? And those are three things that we don't have when we suffer alone in silence. Something that happens when sex drive drops is that we laser in on the sex, right? Like horse binders. How do I have more sex? How do I have better sex, right? But here's why none of those great ideas have helped you. The sexy underwear, the waxing, trying all the wild new sex positions, right? Waiting to just feel horny like your partner seems to, right? The reason that doesn't work is because sex isn't the problem. I know, it sounds crazy, right? But sex is not what the problem is, but I know what is. And I am ready to spill all of the beans in Desire to Fire. So book your free intro call now to see if you qualify for early access. It is a 16-week program. It's a high-touch program, and I will be with you every step of the way, right? You'll get all the content you need and only what you need because you're busy, and I don't want you to have to work harder than you have to. You'll get individual coaching and weekly group coaching calls and a community of other badass women who are working on their sex lives just like you, right? You need this program because it's time to stop having sex for your partner and start having sex with them, right? It's time to stop dreading sex and avoiding it and start looking forward to and connecting in this way, right? It's time to go from the confusion and the overwhelm to clarity and excitement in your sex life. My mission in life is to help women see that your sex life matters. Your pleasure matters, right? You can have a sex life that you enjoy and look forward to, and you can do all of this with small tweaks, right? You're not going to do an overhaul of your whole life over here in the program, right? Because you don't need to. You just need to know how your sex drive actually works, remove what's standing in your way, and make manageable, small, sustainable changes, right? Now, early access is only available for a couple more days, so if you're ready, let's do this, right? Book your free intro call today. You can find the link in my profile, and let's go. It is time for better sex and more connection. So we'll talk very soon.